Okay, so we have two more branches to go. Let's list them. So we have all types, genres, and top shows. And top shows is really minor, so let's do all types, genres next. Same process, we're going to merge master into all types, genres. And we got some merge conflicts in the form. And we also got merge conflicts in database. So let's go ahead and see what we have. So start with database. And basically what we did for all types genres, which is the current head, is we split the find shows query from the master branch into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. And then basically we can either include or not include those parts depending on whether we're searching for all types and all genres or a specific type and genre. So if we look at the code down here, where we're actually running the query, let's find shows. So we start with the first part, find shows SQL, which is the select clause, select top 50 primary title, and so on. So that's the select clause. And then if we have include genres, so we're not searching for all genres, then we add a join to the title genre table so that we can match it. Then we add the where clause, where num votes greater than blah. And then if we're matching types, then we add and title type equal a parameter. Otherwise, we skip that line. If we're matching genres, then we include and genre equal parameter. Otherwise, we skip that line. And then finally, we add the tail part, which is the order by. So we can use the same process with the query that we have here, the complicated query that we have from more table info. So let's go ahead and I'm going to temporarily get rid of these boundaries. And what I want to do is start breaking this thing up so that we have the same part. So first we have this find shows genre SQL, and that's the first part. So we'll just go ahead and change that. And then that's going to go all the way up until the where clause. So this join here, actually, sorry, to join title genre. So here's where we're joining on title genre. So I'm going to go ahead and end the string there. And then the next string is going to be this join titles genre. So copy that. And then paste it in there. And am I lined up correctly? Yeah, I'm lined up. Good. Okay. So this join line is all that goes in there. And then after that, I have this thing here, which actually starts on the where. So I really need another chunk here. Let me go ahead and put this in the where num votes line. So that's going to go right here. So I need another tag or another variable for this stuff here. So that's going to be the remaining joins. So let's go ahead and add find shows additional joins SQL. And then that's just going to have those 2 lines. And then this where clause is 1 line. And then we have the find shows type SQL and find shows genre SQL. So that's find shows type SQL, and that's going to be find shows genre SQL. And these are both just one-liners. And then this last bit here is find shows in SQL. And that should be it for the query. So let's go ahead and get rid of this part here, the old part. And hopefully I have that broken up correctly. So let's see if I have any syntax errors. I have a little issue here. It's already defined find shows join genres SQL. Oh, I have to call. I already used that name. So let's actually look at the, should be find shows start SQL up here. Not quite sure how I did that. Find shows start SQL. Okay. So right after num votes, I have one of these, find shows type SQL. Right above it, I have find shows additional joins. So right above here, I want to do that. And then I think the rest of that's okay. And then in main form, yeah, I renamed this, so I have to update that. Actually, that's probably okay. Package clashes with class of the same name. This main UI, that should actually be gone now because I renamed that to this. So I think I can just delete that file. And let's try building it and seeing what we get in the way of errors. So hit the run button. Okay. So cannot find symbol class main UI form. So let's Alt plus Enter to import. And run again. Okay, so let's go ahead and, oh, I'm missing some additional stuff it looks like. So let me go ahead and exit there. So in my genre, I have all genres, and in my show type, I have all types. I think I should not have just deleted that file, because what I wanted to have was in this crate combo here. Yeah, I had an additional line here, and I think it ended up in that main UI that got deleted. So let's go ahead and do a get status. Okay, so I messed up by deleting a file that had something I wanted in it, and I actually remember what it was, but what I'm going to do here is cd dot dot, and I'm going to make dir, let's call it working, cd working, get clone https github.com cis 234a demo ui.git. So I'm just going to reclone what's on the repository, and then I'm going to git checkout, cd into demo ui, and git checkout all types genres. And then now I can open a file explorer and navigate to where I just was. So that's going to be in downloads, merge, working, demo UI source. And then here's the file I deleted. Actually, no, it's in UI. It's this main UI.java. So the difference, I can actually do a diff to see what the differences are. So here I'm in demo UI. Let me cd to source, edu pcc mark demo UI, UI, and then I can diff main UI.java with ~downloads merge demo UI source edu pcc mark demo UI UI, and then should be a main UI and then main UI form.java. Okay, so that's giving me the difference between those two files. And then let me just take a quick look. So some of these are things that I've already dealt with in merges from the other branches. And this all looks like stuff that I merged. Okay, so here is the stuff that I lost. So in building the genre combo, I want to add item all genres. So basically right there. And then when I'm building the type combo, I want to add this line. And I think that's it. So let's look at the rest of it. And basically, I'm just looking for things that are added here. And I think that's everything that I need. So everything else was part of a merge conflict that I already resolved. Okay. So let's go ahead and try it now and see what we get. Okay, so now I have all genres and all types, and I have mixed types, and series title shows where it's a TV episode. And then let's go ahead and try the filtering. And TV series. Let's try movies. And then let's go ahead and look at episode ratings. Works. And let's go to an IMDb page. And that works too. So looks like everything is working here. Let's go back to Git Bash. And I have to get back to my original demo repository. And then let's go up 2 more. And then cd demo UI and git status. Okay. So these are already merged. I made changes and resolved changes in database in main UI form. So git add dot git commit -m fix merge conflicts. And then go ahead and git push that. And then git checkout and master. And then git merge all types genres. No problems. So let's go ahead and run it just to double check it still works. Okay, so let's do adventure, movies, TV episodes, hard home, episode ratings, and let's click on this one. Perfect. So everything's working on the master branch. Let's go ahead and get status. Nothing needs to be committed because the merge did the commit because there were no conflicts. So git push. And one more branch left. So git branch -a git checkout top shows. And then this is just the master branch plus one little bit of code here. And then one change to the form to add that. But I already added that in a different branch and I did it in a different way. So there's going to be a merge conflict in this form. So let's see what happens. So I'm in top shows, git merge master. And I got conflict in main UI form.form and also conflict in main UI.java. So let's do main UI.java first. Actually, this main UI is the one from the branch that I've been working on from master. This one here, that's the one that needs to go away except for this bit of code. So just like in the previous merge, I had this bit in an old file that I didn't want anymore. I'm going to copy that and move that over to show shows right before find shows. So show shows. Right before find shows. Paste that in. And then I can delete this. I don't need anything else from here. But then when I run the code, I expect I'm going to get an error. Yeah. So I got an error, and if I double click on this error, Oh, actually, this is just an import. So that's an easy one. Okay, so here I'm having an error on the form, and if I double click on it, no help at all. And if I try and open the form, I get form file is invalid, error on line 52 of document, blah, blah, blah. Um, so this is bad, but it's not actually as bad as it looks because form files in IntelliJ are actually just XML files, which are text files. And so the merge conflict we're going to get is a merge conflict in a text file, just like all the other merge conflicts. The only difference is I have no way to directly edit the XML in IntelliJ as of right now. So what I have to do is go back to my Windows Explorer, and I'm going to go up to Merge, Demo UI, Source, and then I'm going to navigate down to where that form file actually lives. UI, main UI, and it's right here. And I'm going to open that in Notepad++. You can use your favorite text editor. So this is just an XML file, and if I scroll down, I see the same kind of merge conflicts that I've been dealing with. And so this is the version from master, which has all my merges so far. And this is the version from the current branch I'm on, which is top shows. And I was pretty happy with how the master version looked. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the master version here and get rid of the one from top shows. And then here I have a little bit bigger of a chunk, but I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the master version and get rid of the one from top shows. And same thing here. So this time the master version is bigger. And get rid of the one from top shows. Good. And if your .gitignore file is correct, then all of the files that you get merge conflicts in should be text files. So maybe XML, maybe C#, maybe C++, but no binary files. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. And then I'm going to go back to IntelliJ. Ooh, and my table appears. My form appears. So I should be able to run this. And it compiled correctly. And so if I go down to here, like 0, all of these votes, yep, should be 1,000 or more. And they seem to be. So that means I'm limiting that correctly. That was the change from top shows. This bit of text here, that comes from one of the other branches I merged with. And then just for completeness, let's look at top rated biography shows. Let's look at biography TV series. Number 1 is here. Farouk Omar. Top rated. Good. Looks like it's working. So that was the last branch. I'm going to go back here and git status. Git add dot. Git commit -m fixing merge conflicts. And git push. Should be everything. Now, if I do git branch -a, you'll notice that I still have all of those branches. And you may want to delete those branches and start with new branches for Sprint 2, or you may want to just keep them in the repository in case you want to refer back to them later and create new branches to work in, new story branches to work in as you go forward. If you do want to delete these branches, which I probably advise you don't do, because if you delete these branches and you delete something that you didn't mean to delete, it can be a pain. So generally speaking, I would recommend you don't delete these branches. But if you decide you absolutely want to do it, then the way you do it is git delete remote branch, and it's actually a push command. Should be like git push -d. Oh, get rid of that. Deleting branches. Yeah, here. So to delete a remote branch, you don't use git branch command, but instead use git push with the --delete flag. So git push origin --delete, and then this thing you replace with your branch name. So for example, if I want to delete the top shows branch on the remote repository, git push origin --delete top shows. So that deleted it in the remote repository. And if I go back to my demo UI, so before I had top shows as one of the branches, now I don't. I do still have it in my local repository. In fact, I'm on it right now. So if I do git branch -a, you'll see I actually still have top shows, and on top shows, don't have it in the remote repository. If I want to get rid of my local copy, git checkout master, and then git branch -d top shows. And you can't do it until you actually merge it. You can force it. There. So now I've killed my top shows branch in my local repository and also in the remote repository. And if it turns out that I deleted something I need, well, I hope you had another copy somewhere.